Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's class we'll be learning this amazing souvenir bag. Okay, this is the season that you really need all these bags. It's beginner friendly and super easy to make. Okay, this is the fabric that we'll be needing, which is measuring 9 inches by 11 inches. You need 2 pieces for this. That's for the front and back. Okay, after getting this, you're going to curve this down side. Okay, considering which side you want to use as down or up, you're going to curve it with this curve object, which is measuring 4.8. That's 4.5 1/4. That's the circumference. So I'm going to use it to measure, to curve, the down part of my 2 panel. Whatsoever I do to this panel, I'm going to repeat it to the other one. Okay, so after that I'll cut it out, and this is the result. So I'll now find the midpoint, the center of my panel. Okay, after getting the center of my panel, I'm going to mark from the center of my panel 2 inches left and right, 2 inches left and right. Okay, so that I can be able to sew my handle to it. So I'll do it for up and down, because the handle is coming from down, from the bottom to the top. Okay, can you see? It's super easy and beginner friendly. All you need to do is be consistent and always pay attention to your measurements, and always be patient. You're going to get it. Okay, so after that I'm going to use this bias tape. This one is bias tape. I will tape this upside. Okay, after taping this upside, the result is as shown. So after getting this, I'm going to carry my belt. I'm using 1-inch belt to sew my handle. So the measurements for the 1-inch belt is 34 inches. I'm needing 2. You know, it's 2 panels we are working on. So after getting it, I'm going to place it at that mark point of 2 inches from the center. The other side also 2 inches from the center. So this is how I'm going to place it and mark it. Remember, you're working on 2 panels. Whatsoever you do to this one, you also repeat it to the other one. Okay, so after that, the result, I will sew it, leaving 7.5 inch. I'll sew it to 7.5 inch, so that I will just leave the handle to, I'm not sewing it to the bias tip. Okay, after that, this is the result. Can you see how beautiful it turns out to be? And I've sewn my logo to it. Okay, this is now the gusset. The gusset, I measured 27 inches by 4 inches. Okay, 27 inches by 4 inches. So you need only one gusset. Okay, so after that, I'm going to tape the edges of the gusset as well. After finding the midpoint, I'll tape the edges of the gusset itself. So to my returning subscribers, you're welcome. Thank you so very much for sticking around. To my new subscribers, you're also welcome. I love you so very much. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for clicking on my videos. May the good God bless you all in Jesus' name. Okay, after that, this is the result. I also find the midpoint for my panel. Okay, I'll also find the midpoint for my panel, so that I can be able to sew it perfectly well, and it will sit well. Okay, so after finding the midpoint, I'm going to start sewing midpoint to midpoint. Can you see how I'm arranging it? It's very easy. Always be detailed with your measurements. Always be detailed with your cutting. Let everything be accurate. You are going to get it at the end of the project. Okay, especially if you're trying any new project, don't look at the simplicity of the project, but just put in your best. Okay, so after that, I'll sew it. Can you see how beautiful it turns out to be? Very beautiful and beginner friendly. So after that, I will just tape the edges with my bias tape, and boom, we are done. So thank you so very much for your time. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next class. And I know you can do it very, very well. Bye.